Hello everyone, this is Jenna Cully with Sensible Living, and I am going to be talking to you today about part of my pregnancy and essential oils series, and this one is about emotions during pregnancy. As any pregnant woman knows, your emotions go up and down just depending on the day, the time of day, the mood, what you've eaten, what you haven't eaten, what you want to eat, and how much sleep you've gotten. So, and if you're dealing with toddlers or, people at work that maybe act like toddlers, or maybe a husband that acts like a toddler, whatever it is, your emotions can, be a roller coaster on this lovely journey of motherhood. So I just put together, I honestly, I grabbed the top, 8 essential oils that I had around the house and that I seem to be using quite a bit. This can vary for a lot of people. So these are just the ones that I have personally been using quite a bit during my pregnancy. Actually 9 oils now that I'm counting correctly, but that have supported me and the ones that I've really loved for various reasons. So the first ones I'm going to talk about are just some more calming and de-stressing oils, because I feel as though during pregnancy, things that normally don't push me over the edge can push me over the edge into that stressed out state. And that's certainly not the state you want to be in while you're growing a human. So the first one seems fairly obvious, but it is Stress Away. So Stress Away, as many of you know if you follow any of my videos, is my oily kryptonite anyways. I love this pregnant or not, and it is the oil that got me into Young Living. But I find that this is just very calming for me. I love to put it right on kind of where I carry my tension. I like to diffuse it both during the day and at night. I use this one a lot, so they're kind of stashed all over my house. The other 2 that I also love for calming, the first is Lavender. This seems pretty self-explanatory, but I love lavender during pregnancy for multiple things, but it is a very calming oil. So again, great for diffusing, rubbing on, whatever it may be. The third one is Gentle Baby. So with my first birth and with this one, the method that I've been using and preparing for birth is hypnobirthing. And in that, there's, listening to some CDs and mentally prepping and all of that. And so I've been using this one, and I did for my first one as well, in that mental prep stage, and then used it with my first one during the version that I had. And then when baby Kate did not flip, I also used this during my C-section actually to help keep me calm. So this is Gentle Baby. Yes, it says baby, but it's an awesome one for moms. It's also awesome for after you've had the baby, because you can use it on yourself. The baby will smell it. It's very calming for baby, and I love to use it during baby massages. So those 3 are kind of my calming oils. A couple of other ones that I used this time, ironically, the first one was Acceptance. This pregnancy was very much planned, but I'm very busy. I'm a busy entrepreneur, busy mom, and I felt at the beginning like I wasn't fully believing that I was pregnant. Like I kept forgetting this second time around, whereas the first time it was like, oh my gosh, I knew it down to the day and minute, I think, of how long I'd been pregnant and how much longer I had to go. So I loved using this one, just rubbing it on. I actually just rubbed it right on my belly. I loved the smell of it, and I loved the idea of, the acceptance of what joy I was bringing into my life. Which leads me into the next oil, is Joy. I actually hated this oil before I was pregnant with Kate, my first daughter. I don't know why. I just did not care for it. It's a little bit more floral, but when I'm pregnant, I absolutely love this oil. Clearly, I must be happy about being pregnant, but this is an oil that I love to use. It's very uplifting, very calming, and just kind of an all-around good feeling oil to have on hand. So another one is grounding. I think there's a lot of times where I feel during pregnancy that I just kind of fly off the handle, or for whatever reason, it doesn't make sense, but I'm out in outer space and nobody else is there with me. So grounding kind of brings me back, calms me down, grounds me a little bit. Another one that's very similar is gratitude. My bottle's a little beat up, as you can see, but I love to use gratitude in life in general. I love to be grateful about things, but sometimes when we're not feeling good, when we're tired, when we've got a million things to do and it feels like our body is slowing us down because we're pregnant, that feeling of gratitude can diminish. And so being able to rub this on lifts me up, ignites my energy again, and reminds me how grateful I am that I have this ability to be growing a human. So the next one that I love to use is frankincense. Again, frankincense can be used for so many things during pregnancy, as you'll kind of hear throughout my series. So this is just a wonderful, wonderful one to have on hand. But again, this one kind of helps focus, helps me calm down, helps with the brain noise, especially at night. I feel like preggo brain noise is louder than normal brain noise, of all of that stuff that still needs to be accomplished before baby comes. So I love to rub this one right on my forehead. I'll actually use it as like a skin toner too. Helps, you know, keep my skin pretty while I'm pregnant, and it'll calm the brain noise. So it's a 2-for-1 on that front. This is also one that I find I diffuse a lot more while I'm pregnant overnight because of that reason. So frankincense is awesome for that. The last one I'm gonna throw at you is a little bit amusing, I guess, but it's Harmony. Again, my bottle's a little beat up here, but I've been using Harmony in my husband and my diffuser. We have a diffuser on our nightstand overnight. I think when we're pregnant, we kind of get into our own space. A lot of things are about us, even though we don't want to admit that, because it's really about the baby, right? But as we're feeling all these things and growing a human, we're just in a different spot than our spouse, even though they're preparing for a baby too. I know, but I feel like this oil has helped us stay on the same page. It's brought harmony into our household and into our marriage, and I notice a difference the nights that I diffuse it versus the nights that I don't. So highly recommend, think of Harmony as the hubby oil. So those are my quick tips for emotional oils during this roller coaster of pregnancy. If you have any questions, please feel free to either comment on the video or contact me at jennacullyoils@gmail.com or jennacully.myoilsite.com. And I would be happy to answer any questions you have. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.